Well, it's presented to us as the pack, and we have, I can't even begin to elaborate on how many discussions that we had and ideas going back and forth. Daylight's a big thing. Can't finish. The tour's been expanding for the last, I don't know how many years, and it just we're trying to come up with the best possible product for television, for the players, and to make sure that people have pathways to get in. And so it's so nuanced and it's so detailed that it's not like a short interview about it isn't going to do it justice. But we were in the room. We discussed every possible scenario, and this is kind of what everyone came up with. I think you'll see guys play a little bit more, in my opinion. I think when you reduce some of the field sizes, you'll get some more players. With the season being slightly more condensed, I don't feel like guys will take as big a breaks during the year, and so that particular part of the season is going to become more and more important. And so I think you'll see guys kind of playing a lot more to build momentum. And I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. That would be my initial opinion, but I haven't given that a ton of thought. For me, the smaller fields, I feel as though when we get into some of these 156-man fields, I mean, you can look at the parking lot out here. There's nowhere to park. We'll go, and this is 2 golf courses, thank goodness, but 156 on one golf course. I mean, it's hard to navigate a practice round. It's hard to navigate, where to get food. I mean, logistically, it just makes it a lot tougher. And so for me, the experience of a 144 or 120 as opposed to 156 is better for a player. I mean, we play the hardest golf courses that you can imagine, and part of that's part of the pace of play problem too. But our rules officials were involved with our discussions about field size, and so a lot of it's just math. Like, it's starting on 10, turning into there's only a certain amount of people that you can fit with daylight on each side of the golf course, and look, I'm not numb to the fact that we're cutting opportunities, right? It's not something that sits well with me, and it doesn't sit well with anyone that was in any of those discussions. But all of these decisions that get made, they're not all good or all bad, So we're looking at every single kind of pro and con to every piece that moves around and trying to figure out the most equitable, fairest way to have a great product with the same time providing enough playing opportunities for everyone. I would think optimistic. I mean, all the talks that we had have all been really positive, and everything that we've been trying to do is it's all forward thinking. We're not just trying to, it's easy as a person just want to maintain status quo, like, oh, we're comfortable here, we're doing pretty good, but we're trying to push the envelope. We're trying to make changes that are beneficial for everyone. Now, I mean, who knows? I mean, we have the data. We look at everything. You do your best, and then you evaluate after time's passed. That's all you can do. Yeah, if you're one of the guys that you feel like you're going to be affected by it, you're very upset by it. I mean, and I understand that. I would feel the exact same way. But there's a ton of different ways to look at it. For the first half of my career, I finished top 50 2 or 3 times, right? 2 or 3 times out of 4 or 5 times. And what you were rewarded for that was essentially not much. You got to start your season the same time 2 weeks later at 0. You weren't in any World Golf Championships. You weren't in any majors. You weren't in any bigger tournaments. And now, if you go out and you have a nice year on the PGA Tour, you finish in the top 50, you're in the elevated events. I mean, you have an incredible opportunity, and that opportunity is because you had a great year. And for me, I feel like that pathway, like you've never been more rewarded for playing great golf right now. And I think that's a really cool place for the tour to be in.